1, 2, 3, 4. Get your friends about the group chat.
Group chat, group chat.
Wave your passwords in the air, air, air. The devil, he don't like it. Stump that devil, stump that devil. Oh, well, oh, well. Welcome to the group chat. My producer's going to kill me because I just yelled. But today, we're excited. Yes. I am Tanzania Black.
I'm Shavonda Marie.
And welcome to Get Out of the Group Chat podcast.
Yay!
We're excited because everything we do is about friendship.
Yes.
It's about getting you connected into community because we know this. Growth happens best in community.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And so we are talking everything friendship, what you got in that group chat that you don't want us to see. We talking all about it. And we also have a special guest. Woo-hoo. Our lovely Barbara. She's like...
Her name's Barbara Baldwin. Oh, yeah. She just cut her off.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Barbara the Baldwin is in the building. And we are so incredibly excited to have her here today. Yes. She is a chef connoisseur. If you've never had Chef by Barb. Did I say that wrong? I said Chef by Barb. If you have not had food by Chef Barb, man, y'all are missing out. We live in Houston, Texas. So if you ever come here and you need some private catering, if you live here and you need some meal preps, you got an event, a wedding, a baby shower, whatever it is, you need to call her. She is from the SIP, Mississippi. And she went to culinary school. So can you imagine the combination of what's happening? You're getting Southern flavorful cuisine mixed with the expertise of the culinary field.
Yes.
And so we're just excited to have...
You're preaching good.
We're excited to have you in the building.
We're excited. Welcome. Woo!
Yes.
I'm so excited.
So before we get into the topic, Barbara, we have a game. All right, so Barbara, this game is called Phone a Friend. Okay. And what you're going to do right now in this moment, you are going to phone a friend that's not in this room. Ooh. And the hope is that they answer. If they don't answer, you have to try the mystery dish. Ooh. If they do answer, we then have a question that they have to answer and they have to get correct.
In 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds. They can figure out, they can do whatever they got to do to get the answer correct, but they got 10 seconds to do it. If they get it right, you win and you ain't got to try the mystery food. But if they get it wrong, they're a good friend. But you're going to try this mystery food. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. You got about 10 seconds to call phone a friend. Okay, you can maybe send up a prayer and ask God to let them answer. All right? So Okay, we get a little ring.
Oh, she answered.
Okay, who's on the line?
Okay, so hey, I have my friend Monica.
Hey Monica. So Barbara is on a podcast and she used to play this game with us.
Yes.
And you're included. And so I'm going to ask you a question and you have approximately 10 seconds to answer the question.
You ready?
Okay. So here is the question. You know, Barbara's a chef. So in the culinary world, what does it mean to flambe a piece of food?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
So say it one more time. I can't hear because Shay's counting still. What was your answer? You put it in the skillet with wine and fire. You make it flame. We'll accept that answer. So it's covered with liquor and set alight briefly. Okay, thank you. Good job.
Good job.
And I don't have to eat the nasty mystery.
Right. So we had some olives and barbecue sauce for you.
Girl, you saved my life. I was going to eat olives and barbecue sauce.
Well, thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica.
Bye. Love you.
All right, so Barbara has a good friend, good friend who knows some stuff and is answering the phone, okay? So make sure you have a friend that can answer the phone when you in need.
Yes.
That's really the tea. Yeah. Do you have a friend that's going to answer when you need them?
I'm trying to be that friend.
That's all. Keep trying.
Keep trying.
All right, so we're going to get into our topic for today.
Topic for today is what's happening to our bodies.
I'm the problem.
Jesus.
Is it the body or is it me?
Partially.
Man.
It might be both.
It is. It might be mostly me.
So let's start off with the physical first.
Okay. So how has your body changed in the 30s? Or what's something you've noticed like this is different?
Yeah.
I would say the process of losing weight.
Yeah. Ooh, that's my.
It was so much easier in your 20s.
Yes.
Like, I can think about, okay, listen, I'm not going to drink any more sodas this month. I'm not going to eat this. And I'm talking about I would drop like 15 pounds just like that. Now I think it. And I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to drink any sodas. Haven't been drinking sodas in almost a year.
That has been a year. Not the year.
I mean, I drink one every once in a while, but I'm not a soda drinker anymore. And
it's still like, where the
no
pounds go? Right.
Body like, you do something.
Do something.
At this point, do you want surgery? It don't have to be there for you.
Get on the table.
Right.
Okay. That's how I feel, because it's like, it's so hard to lose weight in your 30s.
So
I'm almost 40.
Yeah. I'm 35, so yeah, we're getting up there. And my mama used to tell me that. That's the crazy part. Shout out to Mama Lewis. But like my mama used to tell me that, like, okay, 20 is gonna be different. You can lose all the weight, but once you hit them 30s, it's different. And I'm like,
tell you that?
No, like no lie. No lie.
They're out here giving all the tips.
No lie, bro. So if you out there in your 20s, lose the weight now before you hit that 30, because it's hard.
Because the truth is, I am maintaining. I've been this fat for at least the last year and a half. The fat is maintained. So I'm like, God, at this point, just take the pain, take it away, and then I can keep at that weight. Yeah. The weight is not fluctuating. It's staying right there at that big number.
I get that. Yeah. I have a slew of children.
Yeah.
But my first kid with Addison, like, after I had her, I got some pictures. I go back and I just be looking at all of it. I was so scared.
And even then, you thought you were big sometimes.
I was just like, dang, girl, you did that.
Right.
And after this boy I just had, I was like, you need to do
said I breastfed. I did all the things.
I did all the things. I lost my hair, got fatter. I mean, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. What about the aches?
I promise you, when I woke up on my birthday, when I turned 30, honey, I had a knee ache. The knees wouldn't work. They were giving out. My back, like, my husband had to literally rub me to sleep last night. I have to get massages almost every night, because I promise you, the body is calming. It's aching.
So what about this though? Do you think you working the body harder in the 30s though? Because he rubbed your back, but you had a night too though.
Oh yeah,
a day. You had what were you doing?
Catering.
I had stayed on my feet from, I think, about 7 that morning. I was on my feet all morning, all day. Wow. And so catering is a lot. People, let me tell you something about catering, guys. Okay? Lean in a little bit. Catering is a luxury.
Yeah.
So when people give you a quote, either accept it or decline. Don't negotiate what these people put on that paper.
There is no negotiation.
Right.
Because we are slaving for at leleast 2 to 3 days. Like we're planning, and preparation and all that. Pay what these people tell you to pay. Because it's well worth it.
Because you feel it, huh?
Oh, we feel it. I feel it right now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. But the aches and the pains, child.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's very intense.
Yeah.
It's the working out. Like, I was with Joseph yesterday. I had to walk up 3 flights of stairs. And I'm just like, oxygen, where are you?
Yeah.
Is my lungs tired?
Right.
Do they feel old? Because I'm not breathing right.
Yeah.
I am... Why I gotta sound like I weigh?
To, like, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, because it's supposed to help regulate your breathing. Because if you're walking or exercising, you're breathing in through your mouth. That's a lot of air.
She giving these tips from her husband. Who's a personal trainer.
It'll make you hyperventilate. Just think about it. You're breathing, trying to walk.
Praying God.
It's like a lot of exertion right there. So breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
So we're talking about the physical aspect. But what do you, I think, like the difference is from like our 20s and 30s with the spiritual aspect? What do you like the difference, I guess you would say?
Before we got started, Barbara said something really good.
I can remember, especially when I was in college, I left high school on fire for Jesus. Okay. So I had been filled with the Holy Ghost for the first time, you know what I'm saying? Slaying demons. We're doing all the things, right? But I would leave church and go home and I would rest, but then I get back up and I'll be praying and studying like on Saturday nights. My whole Saturday was devoted to being in the presence of God.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, the whole Saturday. So like, don't be trying to get me to go out past noon.
Wow.
Because I'm going home to prepare. I would literally stay up and walk the floor at night. Like that was my routine. I fasted every Saturday night from like starting at 6 p.m. I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink anything. It was just it was intense.
That's that first fire. Like God just hit me and changed my life kind of experience.
Yeah. And so now I'm in my 30s. Now I have a husband and I have 4 children at home.
Just the 4.
Woo. So now on Saturday nights, like we're surviving.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to get everybody in the bed, get everybody prepared for Sunday.
Yeah.
And so having to be more intentional about my time that I spend with the Lord, especially preparing for Sunday. Like, okay, y'all go to bed so that I can at least pray and I can study. Just being more intentional throughout the week too will help. But on that Saturday night, I could tell it's a drastic difference. I want to get back to that place.
Yeah.
Just have to, get a strict schedule.
I was thinking about, I think when you're in your 20s, being on fire for God looks like what you described.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we equate putting the child to bed, cooking for them as fire. And so we feel like we're not as passionate or on fire for God because we're not directly in the presence of God. We're not listening to the worship music. We're not praying, but God considers our life worship.
Yeah.
So that fire looks different. It may even feel different, but you are literally on fire for God.
Yeah.
Every day you decide to take care of your family. Yeah. Every day you decide to do the thing He's called you to do, which was to be a mother, to be a wife, to be an entrepreneur, like all of that. You are on fire for God. Your fire is just different.
You're right.
That's good.
Because my first ministry is my family.
Yep. And that's what a lot of people don't realize.
My husband and my children.
Yep.
I can't remember where it is in the Bible, but it's like a man that doesn't take care of his children is an infidel. Which is
say that again to some of the men, because the men that hear that, I don't know if they watch it, but
I want to hit the mic. A man that doesn't take care of his family is considered an infidel. And an infidel is someone that doesn't know God, doesn't believe in God. Like, like an atheist.
Yeah. Wow.
Denies the power of God. So that's how God sees you when you don't take care of your family.
Wow.
Take care of y'all kids.
Take care of your kids.
To the best of your
and
ability.
Your wife and your husband. Like, be intentional about those things. Because God sees it. Yeah.
It's worship. And when you're not active in worship.
That's good.
So so the fire looks different.
Yeah.
It looks different. I mean, I'm sure we would all I just remember those like worship sets we used to have for like hours. Hours at a time. God just encountered you. Like, I love you, God. He's like, I love you back. Oh, out. 30 more minutes. Like,
but now just think about in your 30s. You talk about worshiping hours and hours and hours. Remember we had our service at the Open Heaven. Tired, baby.
Oh yeah.
Body wore out taking naps.
I had to go in the media room. Let me just close my eye for a moment. Like the old folks. Let me just close it.
Body was a little weary.
I gave all I could give.
We're trying to fast in between,
But I think it goes back to now life hits us. I think 20s, you get more time to play around, do stuff. But now it's like life. You got real jobs. 20s, you got them little fake jobs. They ain't really bringing no money in.
Fake jobs.
And so it's like
my job been real.
But it's like you just play around a little bit in the 20s. But when that 30 hit, it's like you want more stability. You know what I mean? And so it's like
you got people to take care of. You're just more serious about life.
Yeah. So I think so it's like, how do we fix that part? Like, what do we do? Do we make it intentional, like she said, or like?
I think your perspective changes, and you do got to be intentional too.
Yeah.
So like, she do still need to read the Bible.
Yeah, right.
She do still need to pray and spend time with the Lord. Right. It just looks different and it requires intentionality. I feel like that's like the theme of this.
It is
episode. Intentionality just requires you being intentional with God to stay where you need to be spiritually.
And I think a schedule helps too. Yeah. So I'm not a person that like to write anything down.
Me neither.
And so since I started substitute teaching, I've been writing things down. So putting it all in my planner for the month. And so being able to look back at it and reflect. My husband, he tells me this all the time because he likes to write everything and post it on the wall. But that's not my thing. I'm a digital girl. I like to put it in my iPad and iPhone. Yeah. So to write it down and to be able to look back at it and like, you didn't do that. Like, you need to be more intentional this week. You didn't do that. So make sure you add it on to this week because we have to get those things done. So just writing things down.
It's the look back. Ooh. Because I can write the things down, but looking back to be like, woman of God, you missed these 3 major things because we've been moved on, and I'd have came up with a whole new idea. But you didn't do the 3 things that you were supposed to. So looking back, that's good.
Yeah, so putting it all out there. So doing it for the month has helped me.
That's good.
For the whole month, so I can see like
what you hit.
It's the fourth week. We still got 2 things for the first week. I ain't even been scratched off. Like you need to tighten up.
Yeah, ain't even worked out yet.
I ain't worked out.
I worked out. Me and Kira worked out one time.
I saw.
That one time we posted, but that's shame because people know when you finna start your workout journey again because you got that one clip and then it don't show up again until you work out again. I don't care.
But you remember you said remember you said you would get that out the group chat, so let's
I am.
get that
I'm getting it.
One thing that has helped me though, I got an Apple Watch, right?
She love the Apple Watch.
I mean, I've been wanting the Apple Watch for like years, right? But I finally got one. But to look and see that like already my steps, like the first ring has already closed is so like motivating. Like, okay, let me see if I can close it again. So like increasing my steps every day.
I got a Fitbit at one point and used it at church, and I used to intentionally try to shout so I can get by.
You did. Jump up and down, jog and play.
Yes, Lord. Yes, you did it.
She did.
We're doing it. Okay. You gotta beat them goals.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love that.
So, what do you think? Like, how do you think differently? Like now from the your 20s, in your 30s now.
I really didn't have too many cares and worries then.
Right.
So, I mean, what was the most I was worried about?
Paying your cell phone bill? I mean, that's it,
it was going to class on time and all those things. Or, trying to graduate and actually I was, in my early 20s, I became a mom too. So, and even then, I can see now that I was still very young with a baby.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Addie Pooh.
My poo. Okay. But I was a kid with a baby, right? So now I'm working, right? But my mama's helping. There's a lot of people helping to take care of her, and so it's different now.
Oh,
then they're my sole responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama. Thank you, girl.
Hey,
my little baby.
The moms of the world are amazing.
I mean,
To the grandmas that's still grandma, because I heard they don't be grandmas.
Now she's kind of slipping on out of her grandma.
She said she's too far. She's too far right now.
She's trying to reclaim her time.
I'm trying to get her to come down here. She's like, I don't know. So I think I didn't have a whole lot of worries. Now it's just a lot of more responsibilities. So a lot of things to think through. At that time I hadn't experienced much, right?
Yeah.
So now I've gone through life's traumas and drama and things. So now having to fight through all those things mentally, I've come, I've had some challenges mentally in my 30s that I didn't have in my 20s.
So do you feel like your mind is stronger or is it more tired?
Tired.
Gotcha.
Because I'm thinking like some things were happening, but I was like a little bit more resilient in my 20s. Now life has just kind of whooped me a bit.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'm struggling to get
get them.
So life's had its challenges. I'm just trying to maneuver through it all, and then I'm just doing the work because when things happen to you in your 20s. Now you're in your 30s. You got to work through them things like, dang, that affected me in that way.
That's another thing. You're honestly recovering from the 20s and the 30s while living in the 30s. That's trying to traumatize you to prepare you for the 40s.
Right.
But I'm still working through the 20s and the 30s.
Right.
But you know what? I am looking forward to my 40s because my sister, when she turned 40 years old, she became so much vibrant. She was going on trips and, changing her hair and wearing makeup and all this in her 40s.
So 40.
But do we think that 30s is supposed to be that? Because I've heard a lot of people.
I would like for it to be.
I mean, I would. I'm not saying
it to be.
I'm not saying it, but I just think that's what they put it like. Ooh, 30, you're supposed to be blah 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 blah. You supposed,
I mean? I want to be blah 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 blah.
Yeah, she want to be.
I mean, but I think we put so much pressure on ourselves, and I think that's the problem. Absolutely. That's why I'm a little free will.
Pressure applied. I want the trips. I want the bye. I want it all.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna strive for it. I may not get it till I'm 39.9, but
so that kind of goes to what did you expect your 30s to be this? Like, you know what I mean?
I actually never thought about it.
Really? I did.
I'm be honest. The only reason why I think I'm excited about I feel like my 40s is because they say sex is great for women, and then you probably have more money. But I never really considered the 30s. I'm still shocked to this day that I'm 32.
No,
how, buddy?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
I woke up the morning.
How am I this wrong?
I'm 36 years old. I was just 18.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Speed up the top, I swear.
No, I didn't think life for me would be this way. I don't think. Like, how you think sometimes, like, oh, you just gonna, graduate from college, get married at, back then it was like 25, you get married and, life will be established by 30. I didn't expect this. I mean.
You disappointed?
I'm a little bit disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I lost years, I think. That's how I feel. Like I lost years.
But you don't feel like you've gained anything that will help make the latter part of your 30s better?
Oh, no. Now I have. Yeah. Now I'm in the season of like, okay, I know what I want. I can go get it and everything like that. But I'm 35. So I waste, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I wasted some time. So, yeah.
I get it. Because, not only did I have a baby, but I had a failed marriage. I got married and divorced in my 20s too.
Gotcha.
It was definitely different. Like my expectations for my 30s were definitely different.
Yeah.
Now.
For sure.
So we're ready for another little part of our episode.
Okay.
It's called Friendship Stories. All right. So
hopefully she's gonna read some crazy story.
Okay.
About somebody that happened in their life, and then we want to just get your advice. Do you think they need to get out of the group chat, stay in the group chat, or reevaluate themselves or the situation?
You're right.
So when we say get out of the group chat,
they need to stop being friends with them.
Okay.
All right. They all told me they had canceled their plans to go to a lake over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I found out they actually went and had replaced me with someone else through their Snap stories. Give me your thoughts on that.
So they canceled the plans, did the plans, and the only reason this person knows that they did another plan is because they put it on Snapchat.
Okay, so what I've realized is when people put stuff on Snapchat,
they want you
sneaky.
Really? I'm new to Snapchat. I just got one the other day.
I
know you lying. I know you're lying.
But a lot of people put sneaky stuff on Snapchat. Because I mean,
so is that like a sneaky app?
It is a sneaky app.
Wow.
People have whole relationships on Snapchat.
Wow.
Oh.
I've learned this over the years, but that's the sneaky app. It disappears. It's like
okay.
It's just
they didn't think she was gonna find out. Probably
correct,
Ooh.
And then possibly with somebody that wasn't even one of the friends. It just like somebody else random day. So the fact that it was on Snap and not on Instagram and not on Facebook is already like this some shady stuff.
Yeah.
So sis, get up out the group chat.
Get out the group chat.
You heard it. Get out the group chat. They weren't your friends.
It don't have to be ugly.
Yeah.
You saw what you saw.
Yep.
If somebody asks you like, "What's going on?" You acting different. Yeah. Tell what you saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it.
Go on about your business. They're not ready. They say when somebody show you who they are, believe them.
You better believe them.
Believe them. So,
sure.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara,
for joining us.
Yes.
On
Get Out the Group Chat.
We're excited to have you here. You're amazing. Thank you for being our friend.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate
for showing
y'all.
up.
Yes.
Y'all, go to her Instagram page. Tell them where to find you.
Please.
Yes.
I have 2 pages, but you can go chef_barb_ and _co. Chef Barb and Co. Or go to Mrs_Barb_B.
Yes.
Both of those, okay? Follow me on both of those.
Right.
And follow her, get all the food, get all the things. It's gonna blow your mind. Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
And then follow us on YouTube by liking, subscribing, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All the things. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Get out the group chat.
Why did she say that every time?